Yo, what's up, guys? This is Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Cast. I'm one of the HCS commentators, analysts, and grassroots content creators, and we have another HCS report where today we're talking all about one of the greatest to do it, retiring, and what's next for him. Let's get right into it, guys. In case you might have missed it yesterday, after a devastating loss by Complexity, who you had Mikwen filling in. Mikwen filling in. I'm trying to say his name right. Filling in for the roster after a devastating loss by Complexity. Mikwen deciding to tweet out, not really going to go in depth, but I'm stepping away from competing. It's been at the front of my mind for way too long, and I've just been kicking the can down the road and embarrassing myself at this point. Much love, chucks up the deuces, and Mikwen deciding that he wants to go into what I consider to be an early retirement. And I read this tweet and this one hit me hard personally. I feel like I quickly became a huge fan of Mikwen. We've done content together in the past and whatnot. I got a video out with him. I've had him on a podcast in the past, which I was a part of. Like I've done a bit of content with him, and I've heard him talk, and he talks so intelligently and so passionately about Halo and the things that surround the HCS. And he's a damn good player. That I read this and I was just like, wow. To me, these words don't represent the player that I've seen throughout his obviously his long-term career, but even, if you want to look at the short term, you want to kind of tunnel in, the words that I'm reading here don't represent the player that we've been seeing in 2024 or beyond. And even when we go into the dive into the stats, he uses the word, the phrase I should say, I've just been kicking the can down the road and embarrassing myself at this point. Like, that is so not indicative of what we've saw Mikwen put on the table. Like, we look at the stats, and this is all through 2024, not including London, because London is not updated. And throughout multiple different players and iterations of the squad, even if you take away the total number, because obviously he's been on the roster the longest, he's going to have, the highest kills, so on and so forth. But even if we take it by game, which having a larger sample size could end up working against him, still, he actually had the highest kills per game, 15.5. And even when you consider the average damage per game, same thing, second highest only behind Spy Tombik, who had a very short stint with this native gaming roster. So he had a smaller sample size. Of course, his numbers most likely are going to look better, and barely at that. We're talking about what a little over 100 more damage per game, even though Mikwen has the largest sample size and the best damage differential. These numbers don't lend to a player that is, so he put, kicking the can down the road and embarrassing himself. But either way, it's something that he's been thinking about for quite some time now, and he's deciding that he wants to go a bit of a different direction. And it sounds like he actually does want to stay within the gaming space, within the Halo space, because not too long ago, he kind of at least clarifies part of it. He said he didn't want to go into depth on why he was retiring, but he did put out there, since a decent amount of people are wondering, I'll be pursuing other things in the space. First and foremost, bringing the watch parties back. And I think that's going to be huge. Right as of right now, Mikwen is streaming literally as we speak. Literally right now, he's streaming and he's having a good time. I seen him playing Big Team Battle because he said he couldn't actually find a game in ranked. And the dude dropped a nasty kill attack while literally you can see him kind of setting up almost like a blitz style killionaire. He was like setting up kill after kill, and it was almost about to be a killionaire, but a couple of things didn't go his way. Still a nasty kill attack, and I'm just like, he's gonna be all right as far as the content creation side if he decides to really pursue streaming like that, because he's very easy to talk to, he's very articulate, and he's also nasty on the stick, so the clips are going to be crazy. So I love that. And hey, and maybe wants to pursue other things in the space. I'm just saying, bro, a Tony and Mikwen duo. You know, whether it be maybe a little podcast or something. Yeah, yo, we have a little podcast come together, maybe a little bit of casting together. Hey, yo, Mikwen, I'm just saying, you know, we can make some magic happen. You know, like you'll be the brain and the mouth too because you're well articulate and the looks too because you're good looking and you'll do everything and I'll just be really loud. We can make this happen. I'm just saying, my DMs are open. but no, on a serious note, it really sucks to see a legend like Mikwen retiring. But I feel like no matter what, the future is going to be bright for him, whether it's as a professional competing or whatever he decides to do, because he really is a special talent. He really is a special person who is destined for greatness. And some of you guys might be thinking, you know, okay, well, what does this mean for Native Gaming? You know, Native have been struggling trying to find a solidified roster, and now, you know, you're deciding to, you've already dropped, I should say, the longest standing member of Native Gaming. He ends up filling in for Complexity. Like, what exactly is going to happen with these teams? And I'm going into Native Gaming deciding, what is it? El Diablo has returned. Welcome back, Tapping Buttons. Tapping Buttons is back in case you missed it, and man, he is damn good, and it's good to have him back here in the North American region. He obviously was killing it back in the Mexican region, like absolutely destroying things, and they even made it out of that open bracket at London and had a pretty decent event while being overseas. But now we taking Tapping Buttons back here in the North American competition side of things, the region that he plays for, and he's been playing with Native Gaming. Now, some of you probably thinking, you know, we heard there was some issues between Tapping Buttons and APG. From what I heard, APG in the past had an opportunity to team with Tapping Buttons, and the players that were around it asked Tapping would he want to play with them, and Tapping Buttons apparently said that he just didn't feel APG was a good player and didn't want to team with them. And obviously word could have gotten out to APG, and he took it offensively, like, hey, look, like, you know, I'm gonna prove you wrong type of thing. And now we come to 2024, and there was I mean, at one point APG said he doesn't think there's a world where he's going to team with Tapping Buttons again, because a lot of people wanted to bring him back, and now they are, and I'm sure it's kind of water under the bridge. I could only imagine, like, hey, look, when you're in competitive gaming or anything competitive at all, you know, basketball, football, soccer, whatever it is, there's going to be words that are said that maybe you didn't mean, and that you're going to regret. It's going to happen. It's a part of life. And I feel like it shows a maturity if APG and Tabba say, hey, look, we had our problems before. However, let's come together, because I feel like right now we could be extremely good together. We can really make something happen here for Native Gaming. So that's kind of what I'm going to lean on right now. And I think hopefully obviously the vibes are going to be good. Hopefully they do have a solidified roster. Just practice together and get better together, because we want to see big things out of Native Gaming. And so far in 2024, we've seen like moments of it, but really not enough. And maybe this is a step in the right direction for Native Gaming. So that was your HCS report, ladies and gentlemen. We have, like we said, we have a legend in Mikwen retiring. We got Tapping Buttons coming back to the North American region, and maybe some content with me and Mikwen coming soon. I'm gonna slide into those DMs, don't worry. Until next time, thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. Really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by the YouTube as well. Let me know in the comments down below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Interact with the video. It's similar to Twitch and YouTube, where if you're chatting and interacting with whether the stream or the video, the algorithm now knows that you're enjoying the content and then tries to push it out to more people. So if you are enjoying it, let the algorithm know by interacting with the video or stream. All right, guys, peace out.